enjoy every day. Cause life brings everything. Don't let trouble bring you down, you down. Oh, everyone feel the life you love. Celebrate the life you live. Celebrate, live the life you love. Celebrate the life you live. Let me celebrate life. Pick up the problem stating. Yeah, that life we living. Woo! Celebrate the life we living. Come on, it's time for giving. Yeah, contemplating situations too tough to cope, so we look for help above. Secret to faith is don't lose your patience. Forget the greatness we born for greatness. Live the life you love. Celebrate the life you live. Celebrate, live the life you love. Celebrate the life you live. And it's celebrate, live the life you love. Come on, everybody. Celebrate the life you live. Celebrate, live the life you love. Celebrate the life you live. And it's celebrate life. I tell you, sir. Celebrate life. Yeah. What is? Celebrate life. Celebrate life. Celebrate life. Celebrate life. All right, all right, all right. All right. Yeah, yeah. Listen. I passed my boys a bud as I'm about to light up the grill. Mexicali girls, Coronas with the lime on the hill. We just run wild like on the beaches of Miami. The vibe is feeling right, Jamaica, Sunday morning we see. No fuss in the fight, we made it out the hood. We're just giving thanks and praise, cause we're living like we should. Now that the week's over, we put our problems out of the way. Let's have a crazy night so we can forget all about it. For one night, let's party all night. Leave our troubles behind and live that fun life. Tonight is no wrong, it's no right. Everyone just feel alive. Right now it feels like Sunday morning on Saturday. Think I'll have some fun going in my head. Like cruising up the coast, California, hey. Kick back, chill out, no fuss today. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, hey, hey. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, hey. When I work my 9 to 5, it's like a jungle fight every day. I'm so tired of the man that always has to ruin my day. Not a day goes by that I don't think of running away. But then I think, why should he get the edge over me? Say TGIF, I'm on heading home. Time to deal with the a-holes on the highway that love to honk their horn. So glad the week's over and happy hours beginning at 6. Let's have a wild night so I can forget all about it. Right now it feels like Sunday morning on Saturday. Think I'll have some fun going in my head. Like cruising up the coast, California, hey. Kick back, chill out, no fuss today. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, hey, hey. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, chill out, no fuss today. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, hey, hey. Today, no one of us today. Now my way, hey.
Some play in shape.
We play in spirit. We play in spirit. In spirit. In spirit.
Rhythm family. GalaxyAfiri.net presents Our Parents and Ancestors Day to be held on Saturday, the 17th of June, 2023, which will be held at Elms Community Centre, 86 Billingdon Road, SE 15 4RQ. And our keynote speaker will be Esther Stanford Ossie. I do hope to see you. We'll kick off at 5 p.m. and go on to 11 p.m. Please tell your family, tell your friends, tell your children, tell your neighbors, and come along and join us on the 17th of June for our Parents and Ancestors Day. This is a day to celebrate our parents and our ancestors. Stay blessed, give thanks. Voodoo.
Galaxy.
We pour libation to honor our ancestors.
Chuck it. Don't wreck it. Set it. I'm on a rebel. Anybody violate, you know when I go rock to try them kiss. They on a level. Send or come to me with foolishness, becoming on a time to waste. Come on a rebel. Ever stand up for my people, then because it is my rightful place. Live by these guidelines throughout my lifetime. And no matter where the wind blows, we all should live by the code. Now when you're on top, reaping from that crop, thinking you're untouchable. But when it all stops, who gon' be your rock when everything's dysfunctional? Because you never see it coming when everything is good and running. That's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. Check it. See, man, a rebel. You should have known about the truth and certain things I say you might not like. Cause I'm a devil. I see the evil that they do and they know that they just ain't right. I just a blessing, strictly loving. I'm a heart about I think that you can block my life. Live by these guidelines throughout my lifetime. And no matter where the wind goes, we all should live by the code. Now when you're on top, reaping from that crop, thinking you're untouchable. But when it all stops, who gon' be your rock when everything's dysfunctional? Because we never see it coming when everything is good and running. That's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. That's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. You don't see them coming, yeah. Watch the tables turn, yeah. And you've been running, yeah. Just watch it burn. Now when you're on top, reaping from that crop, thinking you're untouchable. But when it all stops, who gon' be your rock when everything's dysfunctional? because we never see it coming. When everything is good and running, that's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. I said, that's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. Yeah, that's how it goes. Keep love the bridge you burn. Grand risings to everybody. Welcome to the Grand Rising Show here on galaxyforwe.net. Boy, what a day, what a day, what a day. Beautiful day that we are coming into right now. Are you looking forward to the ancestral gatherings? Yes, I am. I shall be there with us tomorrow evening from 5 o'clock, as you heard the announcement there. Actually, let me just give it to you one more time, just in case you miss it. Right. So this is our next gathering for the Galaxy family. Okay, so that everybody can come together, and as we come together, we shall be raising up our presence as the Galaxy family, and we show reverence to our ancestors, our elders, and those who are with us as well. Respect is due.
Some play in color.
Some play in shape.
We play in spirit. We play in spirit. In spirit. In spirit.
Good family. galaxyforwe.net presents Our Parents and Ancestors Day, to be held on Saturday, the 17th of June, 2023, which will be held at Elms Community Centre, 86 Billingdon Road, SE 15 4RQ. And our keynote speaker will be Esther Stanford Ossie. I do hope to see you. We'll kick off at 5 p.m. and go on to 11 p.m. Please tell your family, tell your friends, tell your children, tell your neighbors, and come along and join us on the 17th of June for our parents and ancestors. It is a day to celebrate our parents and our ancestors. Stay blessed, give thanks. Voodoo.
Galaxy. Before life.
That's our invitation for the Ancestors Day. Right, so I'm hoping that you'll be there at 9 Elms. The Elm Center. The Elm Center over there in Peckham. 5 o'clock. Oh my day. Yeah, let's say you would have to be of a certain age to actually appreciate that one. Okay. I want to send a big shout out to all those who are going through some difficulty and challenging times right now. And all life is rough, because I was out earlier this morning, and just moving around the area, and looking to see who and what was going on out there. I just went for myself to get myself balanced and clear, get myself motivated, And in my traveling around, I've seen that the places, almost every road out here, there's somebody who's let's say they were either on their way to work, or there was people who were actually sleeping, and obviously they must obviously be in a homeless situation. But you just see them all around
and scattered around the area. And in me seeing this, I'm thinking to myself, wow, you have all these people out here and we're suffering. We're suffering. So, my heart goes out to them on this risings of this morning here, you know, whatever we're going through, what we're experiencing, you know, that we can just spend a moment just to have a thought for those out there who are going through some serious problems, right? Challenging times, I would say, because it looked like everybody that I was seeing who was in that state there, right? You just see them in rest up in the park areas, or they must sit down on the side of the road, right? Some, there was a lot who was going to the bus stops as well, going to the buses, as because they're going to work and things, So, five, like between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock a morning, you know, you just see some people in the real side of town, wherever they're coming from work or to work, or but it's still, there's people moving around town that ways there. And the few that did engage with me, just to say greetings, my people, greetings, my family. I say greetings. I extend greetings again to ones and ones. If you are out, make eye contact. Make eye contact. Boost yourself up. Make eye contact. Walk with confidence within yourself. Because if we don't work on ourselves first thing in the morning, first thing as we rise up, then you will just be in that doldrum all the way, because you start your day on a down, and then all you're gonna head to is down, 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 down. So if you start yourself on a up, we must rise up every time. Yeah, do everything to make a possibility of betterment, make that positive movement of betterment. And if it takes for us to acknowledge a next person, from the genuine in-depth feelings from within to the out as well, make sure that you are manifesting and putting those positive vibes out there, you know positive vibes, the feelings, let yourself vibrate in a positive manner, and then see how others will interact with you. Yeah. So, have a blessed day. Have a blessed day still, because boy, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. On that note, I would like to share with you something. Let me see if we have it here now. I'm hoping that I've got it still. Where are you? You're not there. Why are you not there? Let's see if I've got it here. You see, this thing here, you see. He just keeps moving around on me too much. Mm, 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 mm. And I true that. I true that. Sure, that. Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, come on now. Come on. I came across this one this morning. And you know something, when I see things like this, it does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, man. All these people really have this, they put it into a thought process. This is in France. This is in France. To play it again, innit? Woo! Oh dear, my dear. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They are so caught up in their lie. They are so caught up in their lie that they are confused in their translation and diction themselves. They're so caught up in it. This is why we are so glad that we have the de-brainwashing station right here. Way, I tell you, my people. Why is it that we are always putting up with this type of BS? Huh? And then we're trying to justify their BS as well. What type of foolishness is that? We can't justify the foolishness, or we can bring it to discussion. Yeah? If they want to go kill off themselves, let them go kill off themselves. No problem. No problem for me, As long as you don't involve me in it too. All right? All right. Know your space, know your place. Fathers. Fathers. Is it? Boy, I'm telling you, priorities. What's going on? What is going on, my people? The priorities, huh? And this one here, I have to share this one as well because why? It's a beautiful thing here, you know. Yes, there you go. True connectivity with our children, with our youngs. 0203 289 6504. What's your thoughts for this morning as we are rising up onto this day? For all those who are traveling to work, travel safely. Take your time. Take your time. Don't be late, but take your time. Right? Ensure that you get there in safety and that you return in safety as well to your home, your household. Don't allow just the madness of the day to take over you and to push you into something that you don't want to, that you don't need to do, right? You're rushing and rushing, and then all of a sudden life just catch you up and say, no, not today, not that way. You know, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Take our time. Take our time. And if you feel say that things are rushing already, straight thing in the morning, oh my, what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen to you if you're rushing already in the morning? Before you know it, the whole day is done, and you haven't done anything for yourself, right? You haven't done nothing for yourself. So what are you gonna do? Rest up, rest up. Yeah, you're gonna rest up, and you're not gonna get nothing. Jeez, oh man. Jeez, oh man. Before the whole day is gone. Yeah, and your Galaxy alphawe.net, is where you are. Lines are open 0203 289 6504. If you want to send in a text also, you can send in a text. Tell us what's happening out there. I've been directed or cajoled into doing road report as well. Right. So if you know of any blockages or anything out there, just drop us a text or a message, voice message or something to tell us, say, well, go on out there, right? And just put onto the message road work or something like that, or road, right? So it'd be the message was on the road for us, right? So you could send a WhatsApp message or something, okay. So anyhow, let me just ease this one in here. What you say now? Oh, we haven't heard you for a very long time, have we? There we go. Mm-hmm. I have a message for one of the artists then, you know?
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, when your mouth still remember the taste of my love, when your eyes still smile from your cheeks, darling, I will be loving you till 70. Whoa, baby, my heart still for less hard at 23. I'm thinking out loud. 'Cause baby, we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowd don't remember my name. Whoa, when my hands don't play the strings the same way. I know you used to love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old. It's evergreen. Yeah, yeah. No, and baby, your smile forever in my mind and memory. Yeah, and I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's above a blind land. When I just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. Baby, no, yeah. Take me into your loving arms, yeah. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, yeah. Place your hand on my beating heart, thinking out loud. 'Cause maybe we found love right where we are. 'Cause maybe we found love. Yeah, 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 yeah. The way is clear, yeah. See, I don't wanna fight anymore, no. See, I don't wanna argue anymore, no. You go mine.
We gave it a shot. The record ain't changing anymore. The bad habits are stronger than before. Let's go our separate ways this time. But you know it makes sense, baby.
No more anxiety of what you got in store for me.
Burning an illusion.
For my self-preservation, we're not getting any younger. I guess we need to get a little wiser. I think we need to let it go. Just let it go. Look in my eyes. Pupils ain't dilating anymore. No. I love affairs leaving through the door. You go your way and I go mine.
The honeymoon's done. Honeymoon's over. Our wedding guests don't wanna hear our problems anymore. No. Yes, we need a lot of me time, that's for sure. Let's go our separate ways this time. But you know it makes sense, baby. No more anxiety.
This is insanity, making the same mistakes, expecting something new. Still we're falling in the same old way.
Where can we go from here? All I see is a dead end street.
Oh yes, we tried our best. It's not good enough, it seems. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't wanna fight anymore. No. I don't wanna argue anymore. No. You go your way and I go mine. Yeah.
We've had a good experience, and now the rain is closing play. Full time that we call it a day. Let's go our separate ways tonight. 'Cause you know it makes sense, baby.
No more anxiety of what you got in store for me.
Burning an illusion
For my self-preservation, to get a little wiser. I think we need to let it go. Just let it go.
No more anxiety for what you got in store for me. Burning an illusion for my self-preservation. We're not getting any younger. I guess we need to get a little wiser.
We need to let it go. Just let it go. I think we need to let it go. Just let it go. I think we need to let it go. Let it go.
The drive is overloaded right now.
I think we need to let it go. Let it go.
Certain people are some people are bounce off the thing there. Message from an artist. You see? Apprehension about buying ticket for a certain performance, because say that there are those unscrupulous people who out there who would take advantage of them things there. And I was waiting to see and hear from the source, right? And right there is the source of who we are, where we are with brother Freddie McGregor, and he said that he's ready to come. So what do we say? What did we say about that? It's a beautiful thing if he's there and he does a performance and everything. But say we have standard, and it's better to have admiration of how we knew and how we love to see and how we love to hear, rather than see somebody I go up there and I struggle, so because there's other artists that I've been to go and see, and you know appreciation of the artist, but boy, the performance is tainted by certain things and their conditions and as well. I would call the name Yellow Man, yeah. So but strength is strength, lion is lion. Yeah, same thing again, stroke business, same thing again. Right, what have I done here? What have I done here? Ah, good night, good night, good night. You just come in from outside, innit? You just come in. About your stand on corner, catch fly. But yeah, stand on the lamp post in the corner, okay? Greetings, greetings.
Greetings, brother. Greetings, family. There doesn't appear to be a party going on. Normally, on a Thursday night, Friday morning, there is some form of music being played. So I can't hear it, so I'm not sure whether or not they've started and finished, which probably isn't the case, or they've just not started. It may be up to the end of the week.
Them they said that you was out and about, so them go hide. all the cockroach them they'll go hide. I joke me still because certain people get offended by them things there. Yeah, boy. Anyhow. Yes, so welcome, my sister. Welcome, my sister. I've been holding the fort while you were preparing yourself and everything, right? But some of the things that I had brought up is let me tell you something. There's some people out here who just chat foolishness. I don't know if you was hearing the program from earlier on. No, at the beginning. No. There's some things that let's say the thinking of some people are twisted to the extent that they just start chat rubbish and start believe they're chat rubbish business, right? Actually, I could repeat a few of them. Let me. I don't know. You can pick it up in the verbalization. If I can seek it out here, let me see now. All right, then. All right. Watch out. This one there. This is by. Yeah.
So I didn't hear that.
I hear it.
I can't hear it from my end.
Oh. That's a pity. That's a pity because I've got it all set up here, but obviously, if you can't hear it, then there's a breakdown in communication somewhere. I'm just looking for an obvious. No, I can't see anything at the moment that jumps out. Something must have changed in there. No. There's something that is changed. Oh, then let me try again. One more time, yeah. Let me see if this one. Is that better? No. Okay. All right then. We'll abandon that then. We'll abandon that for now, because I can't understand why he wouldn't get that feedback yet. But we're trying to sort something out, and anyhow, yes. So, anyhow, let me give out the number first of all, right? What's ever happening out there, right? Give us a feedback on what's happening. We've got our Ancestors Day coming up as well, tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon, evening, right? So that's from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and that's going to be at the Elms Center, Elderly Center, right? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As I'm touching things, it's just coming alive. I think I've got, when your drive is full,
Okay.
right? And then things just work intermittently,
Mm.
you know, because if they find a pathway through. So that's what happens when the thing is full, you know.
Mm.
Sure. Can't be bothered with that right now. Let me see what go on here. All right. Hold on just a second. I'm just picking up. Here we are. Oh, come on. Come back again. Here we are. Right. Yes. So we've got our Ancestors Day, and it's at Elms Community Centre, 86 Bellenden Road. Right. SE 15 4RQ. And that's on Saturday, the 17th of June, 2023. And our guest main speaker for that day is Esther Stanford Osei. Right.
Okay.
And of course, all those who are going to be gathering there shall be our VIPs. So everybody's a VIP. So y'all get through easy on the line, right? So no lining up outside. Yeah, man. Anyhow, so that's our event for tomorrow evening, right? That's the main one. That's the main one for at present, anyhow, you know. And I was just sharing a clip there with Freddie McGregor, and he says that he's ready to perform, right? But as you know, that when somebody has a stroke, that you don't want them, in many ways, right? You want them to get back to full fitness and everything, right? But you don't want them to rush or put themselves in a position that they're not going to be able to do themselves justice, you know. Like when it's an artist who's always delivered a very, very, very high quality performance, and consistently as well. You don't want to see any slip and slide from that. You don't want to see that, you know, because we can be forgiving at times, but there's sometimes when it's just no. It's time that you rest up yourself, man. You know, right? It's like having like a footballer and sending him out against a 20-year-old meanwhile he's in his 50s and 60s, but him run up and down like a teenager to Rockstar. No. Yeah.
I tell you what, that reminds me of. There is an artist, and I can't remember his name, but the other analogy that I have is Muhammad Ali.
Oh wow, yeah.
And the last fight that he fought, and you thought to yourself, why?
Exactly, brain damage and everything, and he's still a one go out there and fight. That was embarrassing. Man. Yeah. And they should have never entertained that in any way whatsoever.
No, because you think, was it the money? Did he want it more than? But that's when he's got people around it. So if I think about our conversation yesterday with Les Brown, and thinking about the people, the young lady, the sister that was around him, that was shielding him, that wouldn't allow him to do more than she thought he was capable of doing, and was slowing down everybody from taking too much and demanding too much of his time. And she was very Rottweilish around her duties and very passionate around her duties, in terms of what she allowed, compared to what my recollection in terms of Muhammad Ali, and seeing him on his last fight and thinking, no, it was painful. And to hear that Freddie McGregor may be also looking to come out and perform again. I just pray that whoever's supporting him on that day in terms of other artists, they're able to jump in real quickly, and B, they're prepared to allow him to jump in slowly, because he can't clearly do what he did X number of years ago. And the stroke will have affected his ability just to move at the same pace he did previously.
Exactly. And in many ways, right? I just think to myself that, boy, you can't roll back the clock, and you know, as life goes on, so does the as life goes on, so does your maturity in your time, you know. You know, some people are able to maintain it through, and they mature through their time with their performance and how they perform, right? And then there's others who, as they mature through, they lose some of their shine. Let's put it that way. They lose some of their shine, you know, right? So, you know, in them ways, there is you have to be careful. You have to be careful of how things are, you know.
Yeah,
right.
I saw Maxi Priest a few years ago, probably about, it must be about 2 years before COVID. And he's someone where back in the day, I remember his performance and it being polished and thinking, it was a really good performance. And seeing him on that occasion, I'm thinking to myself, someone save him. Save that brother.
Yeah.
Because his tone, his voice, his energy, and I don't think he's had a stroke. I think time.
I think he has. Yeah, because like
recent. What, in the last 5 years?
No, some time ago. It was some time ago. I don't think it was in the last 5 years though. Right. I know that he was going through some personal challenges with his addictions and things like this.
So that bit I understand and that bit I recognized. But it's and that was clear and apparent in how he performed. But it was those challenges that were still, you could see as someone who is here, paid really good money, because we know concerts in the UK don't come cheap. Back in the day,
we're talking in the 50s to 70s. Yeah, 50s to 70 pounds a time. Yeah,
this was down at the Academy, and even though we were seated in the circle at the top, it was still painful listening to him, seeing him. And he's someone I thought to myself, no. And he was one of the supporting act. And I thought to myself, no, he's supporting somebody, but the main man, the main woman, who is he supporting? The name will come to me. It was a woman. You thought
Marcia Griffiths?
No, this is she's got she has a colourful way of speaking.
Lady Saw.
I can't. Her name will come to me, but she's got a colourful way of speaking. But it's still.
Millie Jackson.
Yeah.
Sister Millie. Oh.
Yeah. and he just wanted her to just come on. But she obviously wasn't ready. She was the main act, but she just clearly wasn't ready. And you're thinking, nah, just get him off. And someone actually had to come and get him off. That was the thing.
Oh dear.
And another artist had to come and get him off.
Mm-hmm.
They sang with him, and then they put their arm around him in order to show him to the
side.
left. And he wasn't coming off. He'd obviously, in his head, he was still the Maxi of back in the day.
Yeah.
And this person was trying to do it.
And you know, this is one of the things, you know, is that as we mature through life, you know, why sometimes you just have to just give in to what life is given to you, you know. I'm not as virile as when I was 20 and 30 years of age, right? So therefore, you know, you have to slow your roll down, you know, slow your roll down. Although some of us like to take them young fruit there, but no, man. Sometimes you have to just let that go on. What it business.
To be fair, and I had that conversation with someone recently where I asked them if they had an opportunity and they had the opportunity of doing it all over again, would they choose to do so? And they said yes. So my initial response is, if I have the opportunity of doing this all over again, would I say yes? And I would say no.
Okay.
Because I think the journey that I've traveled is a journey I was meant to travel. And taking the good, the bad, and the indifferent within that journey. So where I am now is where I'm meant to be. So harping back with knowledge, would I have done things differently? Then would I be the person I am today? And the answer to that is no. I was meant to turn left when I turned left, and whatever path unfolded at that point was meant to happen. Whatever learning I needed to do at that point happened. So in thinking, and if I'm thinking about Maxi Priest and him in his head thinking that he was 20 and able to mid-20s and he was at top of his game, he needed to understand that whatever experiences he'd gone through made him the icon that I remembered. So him singing and doing what he did actually tarnished it. Okay.
That performance there.
Yeah. Because he's that keen to go back and regress back and do things that sometimes going back isn't the answer for any of us. We need to move forward, but move forward with what? With the tools and the knowledge that we have gained and the learning that we've acquired. Going back ain't going to achieve nothing.
Yeah. I know. I hear what you're saying. Because like there are so many of us out here who have been around when a lot of the artists them were at their pinnacle. Or they had their hit song for who was out in our midst them, you know. And then obviously that's how we would like to embody them in our memories and our hearts and everything like that, you know. And and of course, you know, it's like when you see some artists that they come and they got their posters and you see this young vibrant person on the poster, and then when you go there you say, oh, who that though? Oh, who's that on the stage?
It's take their studio photo back in the day, and they've not allowed themselves to age gracefully to what you see. And if I think about artists and different artists, so I think about Tina Turner,
Mm,
who aged gracefully and was still
mm,
able to, as a performer and as an artist,
mm,
was, in my humble opinion, was
mm,
able to carry the torch well
mm,
into the second phase of her
mm,
life.
mm,
Whereas if I think about Whitney Houston and the
mm,
torch that she carried and her last performances,
mm,
which was sad to hear.
mm.
So I pray that Freddie takes the right, makes the right decision.
Let's taking time because like I would have been satisfied if he sat down for a year or two, right?
Mm,
Get himself back or rebuild where
mm,
he's at, right?
mm,
And then just come with some good classic
mm, mm,
material,
mm,
yeah. And
mm,
when I say classic, I mean like the way how Freddie performs
mm,
and
mm,
writes his tunes, them, you know.
mm,
And I would be more accepting of that in
mm,
preference to the what I perceive, what I have in my mind of perceiving the performance that he probably going to put down. Because if anything, although we would love to see him, right? Because this was a conversation I was actually having last Friday,
mm,
and
mm,
then somebody was saying that they're thinking of getting a ticket for Freddie, and he shared exactly the same sentiment that I had,
mm,
right?
mm,
Or apprehension about it, because the
mm,
fact is that we know said that the man gone through a serious condition thing there. We
mm,
know say, you know, certain people take time to
mm,
come back, and like to be an artist to perform on a stage. It's not a case of you just
mm.
getting up there and just performing, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
To be able to do that, you have to be in a
Mm,
certain physical condition
mm,
so that you
mm,
can perform song after song after song
mm,
after song.
mm,
And
mm,
say that, you know, the euphoria of getting up there
mm,
soon will wane, because your
mm,
body's going to say, you know what, enough is enough,
mm,
you
mm,
know,
mm,
enough is
mm,
enough. So in that way there, that's why I was a kind of like saying, you know, no man, take your time and come back in your time, but don't
mm,
rush things, man.
mm,
Don't rush it.
mm,
And that's why I'm glad that clip there, I think it's the first clip that I've
mm,
seen. And they ask him directly, are you really ready for this?
mm,
I mean, because obviously we're not saying it in a disrespectful manner. We're saying it in a concerned way, or asking that
mm,
question in a concerned way, you
mm,
know. But
mm,
boy, you know, I just hope so that the man all in space properly, you know, and come through strong. You know what I mean? And
mm,
that goes also for our family as well, because you know there's many of us who's going through struggles and ailments, right, of various levels as well. You know,
mm,
hold your space for a little while. You know,
mm,
sometimes you have to just, you know, really shut down to rebuild
mm,
yourself. You know
mm,
what I mean?
mm,
Take your time out. It might take 6 months, a year, or whatever. You know,
mm,
but
mm,
just take that space to rebuild yourself.
mm,
You understand? Because
mm,
like one of the things that we are experiencing is unprecedented physical, mental, spiritual breakdowns.
mm, mm,
You know, yeah.
mm,
So you know, for us to reconnect ourselves, we need that space, that
mm,
time, because that is, it's either you take it yourself, or your body's gonna say, you know what, you need to rest up. And guess what's
mm,
gonna happen?
mm,
Somebody gonna hold you in your neck or your chest or your leg or your foot
mm,
to ensure that you rest up yourself.
mm, mm,
Simple,
mm, mm,
right? Don't just take it
mm,
for granted. Say, oh,
mm,
I can just soldier through and be all right and everything
mm,
like that.
mm,
Everybody needs to take that space and time to
mm,
deal with that. You know.
mm, mm. Yeah.
So yeah.
I was again having a conversation with somebody, and they were, the way the conversation went, they said something, and I thought to myself, if you slow down, you can listen and you can hear. But when you keep going and you keep going at the pace that we've gone through in the past, the messages and the life learning and the journeys that you're supposed to hear and the connections you're supposed to have, you'll miss them, because it's like you're in a car, and as the driver, there's only certain things you're looking at, there's only certain things you're aware of. It's a passenger who gets the opportunity of enjoying the ride. And it's whether or not you get that, you can do that. But you can only do that if you give yourself that chance and that opportunity of the slowing down, doing that reconnection to source energy, source stuff.
Very cool. Hi, brother, man. Good?
When I know I'm coming, I give her this. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Who?
I know.
Well, she not due this morning.
I know she have passed.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right then. Yeah. That's our Dr. Abu just passing through and everything, yeah. Yes. So my sister, and yeah, let me just give something. At the moment, all local areas seems to be pretty clear on the roads out here, because I'm looking for updates, but there's nothing outstanding on here from what I'm looking on my information what I have here. So just take your time and just move through the day. Make sure you get to work or get to where you're going, and return back in one piece. Please don't go and mash up yourself out there. Yeah. All right then. Let me just give you a piece of this, and then we'll be right back.
Win or lose, this is my game to play. Right or wrong, I'll play it my way. And if I make mistakes, it's my own heart that breaks. I've got to find my way of life, myself alone. I only have one life to live. I only have one love to give. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I don't know what changes time may bring, but right now, today's the important thing. Together come what may, we'll welcome each day with love to be your guiding light, to make it through. Tomorrow, I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his. I know I'm his, and he is mine. I know I'm his, and he is mine. I know
That's our sister Phyllis Dillon. Right? About you only have one life to live. And you have to make it. That is so true. It is so true. Right? As I say, we have the Ancestors Day tomorrow, right? And as I'm encouraging every one of us, right, to come to be part of that celebration there, right, and to express your appreciation for your ancestors. And what I'm also encouraging us to do is to bring something for the altar, right? Ensure you bring something for the altar, representative of those who have passed, something that you would probably like to give to those, right? So it could even be like some fruits or something, food or something, you know, right? But it's just a representation of your appreciation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's give it full commitment right here. You know, because right now, if you are not in appreciation of all those who have been before you, and you can start from your own parents, right through to your grand, to your great grand, to those inspirational individuals that have been a part of your life, not necessarily the main icons that we always direct our attention to. Something personal, you know. Because I as I'm saying that there's a brother that I used to admire when I was young, right? And he was what, 6'5", 6'5". He was a boxer, right? Lloyd Barnett, yeah, from the Caribbean. He was a heavyweight boxer from the Caribbean. And when he came to England, he had retired from boxing at the time, you know. But he still had the stature, you know, them big stature there. And here's me around 7, 8, 9, right? I tell you one thing. He was a man that he used to run the post office, right? And I'm not sure if everybody knows, but it used to be a post office with a grocery on Friendly Street. It was in near Lewisham there, right? So those who are familiar with the area, they probably would know it. And he one time my mother and I went around and we was visiting around the area there, and he was out washing his car, right? And then when he finished, and I'm sitting outside there, you know, and he's chatting away and everything, blah blah blah, and all that. Right, and then he finished in car, and he go fill up the bucket again, and he started to wash his other car. Right, and I said to him, but you have more than one car, right? So I'm thinking it's one of his children's cars, yeah. And he said, no. I goes, this is my neighbor's car. And I said, what? You know, I'm saying, why are you going to be washing your neighbor's car? You know? Because it didn't make sense to me. And he said, when my neighbor came out, he said jokingly, right, that if I could wash his car too. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing him. I'm playing the joke on him by washing his car as well, because I know Sam don't know how to wash his car properly. I think, you know, them things there, it's sort of like just stuck on my mind, you know. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when people see you doing a good job, they obviously want to do the job, but they can't do. Mm-hmm. You understand? So always be willing to do something to just show them, say it can be done. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Lloyd, man, Lloyd never taught me how to fight though. He never taught me how to fight, but still, you know, but
the lesson and that conversation was possibly even more important than teaching you how to fight.
Oh yeah.
Because that was something in terms of and I'll use the terminology. He was doing something for somebody else with no desire of getting any remuneration, any pay. It was a joke. It was something that was said in jest, but he was proving that he's able to do it, and he did.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are not prepared to, because pride says, "Oh well, I know I can do it, but I don't have to prove it to you." But he's swallowed his pride and showing the bigger man that he is to say, "Yeah, I can wash your car." Done. I can be of service. Done. It's not about you. It's about what I can do to support you. We don't know how the universe would have turned around and said, "Okay, well, if you've given in that way, what will you receive in by way?
What's the rewards?
What's the reward?" You don't know. He could have been. His car may not have been working the next day, and he needed a drop to get from A to B, and his same neighbor would have dropped him. We don't know. But at least he would have opened the channel.
I did because, like, obviously, to me, you know, as being a young impressionable black man, I'm thinking, why are you gonna wash this man's car? Why are you gonna wash that? You know, that's all my thinking was. You know what I mean? How are you gonna wash your next man's car? You know, it just didn't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? It's like for instance, cleaning your neighbor's window. When you're cleaning your window and you go clean your neighbor window, why are you gonna do that? Why? You know what I mean? Right? But obviously there's something else in it. It's a more of a message, as you rightly said. You know. You know, so.
Well, the other way I'd look at it is almost like, and we don't get snow that often in the UK or in London, but it's when you do get the snow and you clean the front of your yard, but you also clean the front of your neighbours. That's right. Yeah. So that means anybody walking along at least has got a little strip where they can walk without feeling apprehensive or fearful that they will fall down.
Yeah.
And doing it without you're not doing it because of any monetary reward. You're doing it because of that act of service. Like I said, you're opening the door for the rewards to come back to you twofold.
It's so true, man. It's so true. But you know, there's one element that we have, because you know, if we are gathering together, and these are the times when we do see this, because, like, you know, we could come to these events and we just come right, but you know, to come with something to actually put an offering there, you know, like you know, you could just make some food or something like that you can share and everything there, so you know, and that is the essence of what the whole gathering is as well, that we can come together and we can share, you know, and that is a beautiful thing about even the ancestors gathering there, you know, because like, you know, you walk in there, like last time we went, or the last time I went to ancestral thing, I walk in there and I can see, you know, the sisters and brothers, they're all in the kitchen and doing this various pieces and everything, and I'm just sort of like I'm wandering around and I'm thinking, well, boy, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do here, there, whatever. And even to say, okay, then you can bring food to serve to those who are less able, right? To sit down and talk with those who are there, you know, to be of service to others in that way there, you know. And it is a thing that many of us, and we do as the Galaxy family, we are very, very good at that. We are very, very good at that. You know, to extend it outside of that is another challenge as well. You know, to make it be a regular thing for the community to actually see and let us be supportive in that way as well. We have our other correspondents, our regular correspondent, country who come in right now with us. So Grand Risings, my brother, Grand Risings.
Grand Rising, my brother Aspen. And to my sunshine sister Sandra.
Greetings, Brother Julius. Greetings.
Yes, greetings. And I tell you, even yesterday, that when we talk about the sunshine now, we're not going to just talk about the sunshine land now, Jamaica, but even here in England, we're boasting about it now.
Yeah, we're boasting. We're boasting.
Yeah, we're boasting.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man.
We're boasting, he says. We're boasting.
I tell you. I tell you what, that's another interesting topic talking about, you see, because there are times we have to energize our own selves because we know by seeing this that, I mean, the kind of people we are, the kindness we get, you know, never mind all the in and out and aspect and the bad side of life, but we are very kind and nice people. You know, I mean, this is what they try to disturb us from when we are in that program, because we take it from our great people. It's just like when Mama used to cook. When Mama cook, Mama leave food.
That's right.
A stranger will come, a visitor will come, and they still have that portion. Maybe somebody on the road. Yes, I mean, these things used to happen. We share, we give them food. Even maybe we'll call our mates. We come and eat together. It's not that kind of thing is not, man, you know. First of all, the sandwich, maybe even the sandwich, they don't want to give you the sandwich.
It's true. It's true. Brother Julius, what I have to share this one as well, right? When I went to the Gambia, first visit to the Gambia, they are a communal eating people, right? I mean, said that you would have one plate or one bowl, and there be six or seven of you in the same bowl, right? So they gave me a bowl, right? And then they gave all the other brothers a bowl, right? So those who had done there before, they just catch on the floor and everybody gather around and they're all eating, and like I'm standing up there and I'm thinking, boy, I mean, I sit down on the floor, you know, right? So so I gone, and I missed the point of the community eating. You understand?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm sitting there and I'm eating this thing, and then like a youth come over and then you know in come and then he start you know, because they eat with them hand, innit? Right?
Yeah.
So you know, him put him on and him eat and you know, and we there stay and we chatting, and about three of them gather around. But like it was one of those things that it was shown to me how we're supposed to be. You understand? But instinctively, just like what you say, we can be very selfish in our nature. Yeah. And when I say selfish, not to mean that you are an actual selfish nature. The instinctive behavior, right, is to do for yourself, have for yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not into the sharing platter.
Yeah. Brother Aspen, you look, even this society we are here now, when people come to beg, they watch as even the white man watch you as a black man, and they come to beg from you. but they don't go to their own people that much, but they come to you, this black man.
Mm.
Have you watched and observed that?
Yeah. They walk right past their own.
Yeah, because there is something special about us. We are very giving people.
Mm.
We're very lenient and all this sort of thing there. That's why up till now, these people want to take our kindness for weakness. They go into yes, my brother. They go into Africa. They go wherever black money. They just want to because why? This is our nature, right? I've seen I've come across white people in here who will say to me, "Oh, I get my neighbor. My neighbor is a black person. This person come from Trinidad. I come from Jamaica. And when they cook, they can even prepare their food for me, and they give me their food and all this. Can you imagine? But they don't take their own food and say, well, they prepare their own work and take it for you, the black man next door. But we do these things all the time. This is what our nature is. And if people take this nature, which is very nice and kind of showing them what is humanity. Up till now, we are training them to observe us, how we are. And the other day, I'm sitting and thinking, why? There was a program documentary them I've watched. And I saw, like in America or whatever it is, they get what they call the shipyard. A lot of ships there. I've watched their aeroplane. A lot of airplanes just standing there and so on, right? And I think to myself, I said, wait, these things are all there in abundance. What did mankind want again? Why are they making this to fly, to sail? Why are they making these things expensive? What is the reason behind these things? Well, we have all these things in abundance. They have machines there. A lot of machines in abundance where they can take it down to like Mama Africa and so on, not to go and make it expensive. If they're talking about migrants, you understand? Why they don't use all these tractors, go and create these agriculture fields them and all these sort of things them. But these people can't share. But we, if it was the other way around, seriously, this is what our ancestors do in our great them do in the early days. They begin to, just like what the Chinese are doing now, they begin to send us along so that we can come and help these people and create them and take them out of their cave. You understand? And do things and build and show them things them. But this is how they get us trappers. This is how they trap us. Yes, my brother. They see we can give so much that they begin to take this advantage now overall. They begin to prepare things to steal. This is what they call the stolen legacy. Because we are so nice, we are so kind, and so on. Observe it. These things, my brother and my sister. Yeah.
It's one of the like you know what I have visions of, right? It's like when they came initially and they had interactions with the African people or even the people of the planet, right?
Yeah.
That, you know, there wasn't the war. They wasn't received with war. Yeah. Right? With the war mentality. Yeah.
Yeah.
So therefore, in that way, it's only when they started to be deceptive in their manner that there was the defense that was taken there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who brought the weapons of destruction and then turned one against the other. Yeah. You understand? So for me, it's a case of that in our nature or our natural way of being, because even when you look and you look at the ancient warring tactics or the fighting tactics of many of the Africans, right? They used to have it so that although they were arguing and they were fighting against each other, but there were rules of engagement, right? To the extent of that, there was minimal casualties, and even to the extent of where they would give them a passage to return to their families. Yeah.
My brother Austin, you know, I know, okay, I mean, I might slightly go into that. You see what happened? These people, when they come amongst us, they saw us in this vibrant way. They saw us loving and drinking wine and dancing and doing everything in a way. That's why in the early days, my brothers, I'm saying, there was, even where the Africans were, right? Which are the all untold story. There were no windows, there were no doors there where we were living. Yes, my brother. Yeah. When you talk about even this great Benin City or whatever it is, where they destroy and put away. Yeah. No windows, no doors. People were lingering and talking to other. So look, it's when these people come amongst us that they begin, they do that. What they do, some of their bad attitude they do, they went and kill like you or me, they kill we, right? Because this was how they were. They were barbaric people. And then they went now, that's how deceptive they are. That's why they said they are the devil, they are the Satan. And then go to you, let me say like they kill me, and they go to you and tell you, hey, look, they have just killed your brother there, your own colleague have just killed your brother there, or whatever it is. You understand? This is what they do. They take all these deceptive things them and try to make it as if we were the ones them fighting ourselves and destroying ourselves. Yes, man, all these things are there. This is how deceptive these people do. This is what they do. Look, up till now, you can see the differences, and you can tell when somebody is carrying their same bad attitude, right? Look like what is happening now, like when they say the Ukraine and the Russian or whatever it is. They are sitting at the back, they're giving guns, they're giving weapons, they're giving everything, and still leaving these people there to be fighting against themselves and all these sort of things there. They go to like when they say this place like Sudan or Africa or whatever it is, they sponsor the people them guns and ammunition to show you the attitude that these people never change from what I'm trying to give you the story originally how they were. You understand?
Let me tell you. My understanding of who the Ukrainians were or Ukrainians are and where they come and they descend from has always been my measure of them before this war came to fruition, right? So even then I always regard them as that's a Nazi area, that's a Nazi race, and very soon after they started their engagement, they displayed that towards us as African people anyway. So therefore, I am very glad that they showed their colors very early. So therefore, say I don't pay no mind to what them are gonna do, or what they're doing, or what happened to them. So, yeah.
Yes, my brother. Right. I mean, I just think one example that for the white man, how they are, especially these English people, the American people and everything, they know how to play this game, the Game of Thrones. You understand? How they can make you fight against your own brother and everything, because they set you up. Even up till now, they're doing it. That's why they get that tactics in them, what they call divide and rule. That's all. Really. But if you come back to
let me bring Sister Sandra into this now, because I know we can back and forth all day, right? With them conversation there. My Sister Sandra, bring some peace and harmony into this now.
The concept in terms of divide and rule, we are living it more so than we had in the past. And the event that you're talking about tomorrow, Brother Austin, helps us to go back to that sharing, go back to and touch some of what we historically is our root. Gives us an opportunity to reconnect with that mentality, because a lot of us are doing the divide and rule. A lot of us are doing well, I'm going to stay in my little back cave and no one's going to come around me. I'm not going to share. I'm going to, and it's all for one for all. And you're thinking, hang on a minute, you can't live like that. We do need to do the sharing. We do need to have the conversation. We do need to do that communion and that and change the way we're living in order to live better lives.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We definitely need to do that. We need to change, and we need to be aware of what and who we are doing, because one of these things, because like I was surprised, but I was not surprised, right? When like the incidents in the Ukraine started up, right? But although all those who were following behind the call for injustice and let's raise up against Putin and all them things there, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, it's the same man, and it's the same person who don't even want to look one way. Is it not the same man, like Putin was the man who turned around and say that all Africans are just lazy? That's why they are in the position that they are. Huh? That's the same man that said that to me, right? And then on the other side, you got the Nazis who want to go kill off and genocide everybody. So you know what? Just close the door and let them get on with it.
Yeah, yes, Brother Askin. What we are trying to say on Sister Sandra, you see, there is something which we should be going more deep into our psyche. And that's why I said you draw a picture of who these people are, right? This origin of how these people behave, they can set you up in a way that if you don't use your psychic and your way of thinking properly, they will get you to almost look like a fool in front of them. In other words, look, these are people who are sending message. I remember even like people like Donald Trump, them all, or whatever it is. Right? All their games, their political games, their trick them, or whatever it is, right? Now, they can set you up against one another. This is what I'm trying to say. Who knows whether maybe it's Putin who said that word or whatever it is and so on, right? But just to set we up in another world, they said, this man is saying we are lazy people and so on. And they send it in the internet board, send it in what? Because this is their politics games which they are playing so that they keep us away from one another. You understand? We don't know who to support. We don't know where to stand. Because why? We're not giving ourselves that time when we can say, but wait, does this actually cost or whatever it is? Then you look at the one who is saying that to you, that this is the person who said that, and you look at what they are capable of doing as well. Because they are very tricky people. They're so sly. So in other words, just like you just end up saying, it's a way that we should be trying to stand by our own self. We live in them. Let them carry what they do. We don't listen to none of the things that they say. You understand? That is, whatever we want to try to rule ourselves with, they have to look into our own, what we are saying, what we want to do. You understand? Just like yesterday when I think Nana Kweku was playing the thing about Kenya, what the bloke is trying to do and so on. This monetary business and what we are trying to do. That is, we concentrate on our own things and whatever. First of all, we're not even scared of them. To say, oh, they will come and kill us or whatever. We're not going to be thinking them with them again or whatever it is. You understand? We're going to be thinking in a way to say, this is what we are looking, whether they come in with their gunshots or whatever it is. That's why the last time, there are some boys that will come on Galaxy who said that they get a new program now in Africa where it's just like when we talk about the Pan-Africanism, when we say we don't got an headquarter. Remember I was saying that? Right. That everybody has the same knowledge. Everybody is this ruler. Everybody, right? So if they take on one is going to develop it as well. They will never finish us. You understand?
I am championing that type of society and system that we require, because it is absolutely necessary now that we make that move. We make that move, or even initiate that move, because it's time now. Time now, right? How many times are we have to be murdered, genocided, right? Because even now they say, oh, we're giving you vaccinations and things like this. And we know that them things is just a lie. It's just a blatant lie, right? Yes. So therefore, how many times are we going to accept that, right? Even over the COVID, right? Look how much of them I'll give out them their rejected vaccinations, right, from one nation, and then go give it to the African them, right? Yeah. They wouldn't even take it themselves. They would die. They would prefer to die rather than take the same vaccination that they're giving to other people. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Sister Sandra, go on.
I'm not cutting you, but talking about that vaccination, I know we'll come back. We're going around, but you know,
don't worry. It's going to come back. It's going to come back in a couple of months' time. Don't worry. It will be the.
Yeah. Every little make a mockery. I met a man yesterday who was going to King's College Hospital. And he said, Jamaican man. And I was even asking him, I said, oh, how is Missy? And he said to me, well, she's not that, because I saw the lady, which is young, between maybe about 40, 50, or that is still young, my brother, because we can go up to about 100 and something. And then the man said, well, I saw how the ones with a walking stick and everything. And this man make me understand yesterday. He said, 3 years ago, or whatever it is, he said, before the pandemic, my wife wasn't like that. He said, when this woman went and took this vaccine, he said he knows about that. Though himself went and took this thing, he said since then, that's when our wife went into such a situation that she's not very strong again in walking and everything. He said he knows that. Right? He said, though at times they argue about the vaccine thing, say, well, not that maybe everybody will take it or whatever it is. It depends on your immune. You understand? I think he just want to counteract it. And he even talk about a lady who said this lady took this vaccine, and then the lady ended up in hospital. And then the husband was close to this lady, didn't go to hospital, but the husband called the sister in America to come over. And then when the sister come over, what happened is the sister come from America. And then what happened, they all, from Bacayard. And they happened to say, this sister, they were not having this COVID, but I think later they get a symptom like that. But what they did, it said, they took the man, that is the sister's husband, took him to a different hospital, and then took this other woman to a different hospital, and so on. Yes. And the next thing, when this woman tried to check now about this man, the husband is dead. Jeez. This was the man explaining to me yesterday, right? So what happened? The husband is dead, and so on. And this lady, what happened? This lady left to go to America and so on. And the sister was in the hospital, and when the sister was in the hospital, I think the sister died there as well. But this lady tried to come back to England so that she can come and bury her sister as well, right? Which she couldn't get chance to do because of all the law that was going on. But the man was looking at it and saying, but you see what happened there? How come two people were in a place, but they take them to two different hospitals? So the amount of killing and destruction that these people do, you understand? Yeah, because they are living in the same area. Let me say, like you're living in Lewisham. They take you to Lewisham Hospital or whatever it is, instead of one in Lewisham Hospital and then the other one in King's College Hospital. And so on. So this is the way these people are so deceptive and destructive. There's a lot which took place. You understand?
There's a lot. There's a lot. All I know that is probably one of the worst scandals that's ever, and nobody is held accountable for the outfall of this. Nobody's being blamed or anything, right? You know, so that is a genocidal movement right there. So, yeah, and whoever got catch up in it is collateral damage. Simple, yeah. Because it's terrible.
Yeah, there's still a lot to be said in relation to that period of our lives that we've all lived through. We've all been part of that, his story, and there's a lot more to come out in relation to that. And as we hear and as we're mindful, that was an experiment that they were able to do in real time, and there'll be more. It's just, are we going to be ready and are we going to be prepared?
Exactly. Are we ready? Are we prepared? Because there will be another attempt at this thing as well. There will be a next one, right? Because even now, they're still hospitalizing thousands of people here in the UK, right? They're still hospitalizing thousands, and nothing is being said. And yes, people are still dying of it even today. Yeah. So let's be careful and mindful of that. As to the testing, well, boy, I mean, me not know how they're gonna get around it, but let's say it hasn't gone away. Just let's be aware and be very cautious as well. You know, right?
Yeah. The word boosters and all stuff like that. I would always say just be mindful.
You think that would be outdated now, innit? But it's not. It's not. They're outdated at all. They're still calling for those who haven't been poisoned yet to come and get your poison. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Look, I think we still have to be pouring our libation because number one. Are you support the libation on that or what on this government and all these things then that Boris Johnson, Mark Hancock, the other ones them done, right? Now, I mean, I have seen it with my own eye now that, yes, one of them have been put to shame. That is their own people are beating up them. That is like Boris Johnson. While they were having their party gate, they come and lie to the public and tell them to sit indoors. Right? Some of us can bury our people. They are the people who caused us to be in almost this poverty now. Some of us are working non-stop in order to make ends meet. They're taking people, their business, them out of them. People lose their property. People lose their loved ones. Not loved ones alone. You are having life now, but you're going on like a zombie in another world. Because why? All the things then that we were having for ourselves, and life was going on in a way where we would have managed ourselves. No, we lose them because of how the people set the game on us to bring what they call pandemic and restrict people their movement. People can't bury their people. People can't go to their shop and do their business. And it's like they leave people in debt. That's what it is. Then they bring interest rates. Then they put money for themselves and pay them own self. Even Boris Johnson gets paid during the pandemic time. His salary raised up. And they have to ask him, why if we're coming to die, why you put money for yourself or whatever it is? What is happening here? You see, these all things are questionable. Now, 3 days ago, after the Partygate or during that, I know there is a new inquiry now, which has been started now to deal with this pandemic, how the pandemic took place in this country, what they did or whatever it is, and so on. So they are, that is something again that maybe it might take some few years or somewhat, but it's coming out again for us to know about that. You understand what I mean, my people? So this is it. These people put us in a lot of poverty, in a lot of destruction, a lot of things there. So things that don't happen, I mean, some of us going to lose our houses them. Some of us losing our business. Some of us walking out there mentally disturbed or whatever it is. All because of these people who set up these things called pandemic or what pandemic things them and so on. They are the cause for these things them that is happening now in the society. They get everything mixed up with the system, and some of our African government, our Caribbean government, went and pick these things them and begin to go on with these things them. And they better stop, you understand? And I think that we, the African people, them, all of us must rise and come out one day. You understand? Whether you're in the Caribbean, whether you're in Africa, either we have to form this one alliance in one day or whatever it is, just like how they kill that boy and African people come out, Gary. That is how we have to come out and we'll give a shout out there and everything. So we are tired with this whole system now, because they shouldn't be ruling us. They are there to be working for us, my brother. They are there to put things in accordance what we said and what we asked for, not to put us in this poverty or whatever.
I will say that. I know what you hear. I hear what you're saying. But if we don't take charge of this from the root, right? I.e., the local areas first, right? Then how can we go to the top and just cut the head off the snake? Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody are wriggle and giggle beneath them. Yeah.
That's why, for me, I think the event that you're referring to in terms of that will happen is an important event for the community to get together and reconnect with how we used to in the past do things that served us well, rather than picking up some of the habits that currently do not serve us at all.
And that's it, because like even for us to form a registration, right, of those who even attend, and ensure that we keep a connection, right, and even to look to the welfare of those who are in attendance, to ensure, say, something a go on here, something a go on there, they can reach out and make a network of it, So anyhow, that's a proposal. Let me just give out the details of that event one more time for us as we reach to the top of the hour here on the Galaxy of the We.net.
Some play in color,
Some play in shape.
we play in spirit. We play in spirit, in spirit, in spirit.
Goodham family, Galaxy Afiri.net presents Our Parents and Ancestors Day, to be held on Saturday the 17th of June 2023, which will be held at Elms Community Centre, 86 Billingdon Road, SE 15 4RQ. And our keynote speaker will be Esther Stanford Ossie. I do hope to see you. We'll kick off at 5 p.m. and go on to 11 p.m. Please tell your family, tell your friends, tell your children, tell your neighbors, and come along and join us on the 17th of June for our Parents and Ancestors Day. is a day to celebrate our parents and our ancestors. Stay blessed, give thanks. Voodoo.
Galaxy.
We pour libation to honor our ancestors.
Yes, yes. Right. So as we reach the top of the hour now, right, we are here on the galaxyfwe.net. Right, as I'm hoping that our brother in South Africa, who's visiting in South Africa, should be linking up with us. Right. So if he wants to drop me a note, say that he's ready for that, then we're ready for your tour. Yeah, so you could text me or something. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Go ahead. Just keep.
Sounds like he's ready. But we've had an interesting conversation so far, and that's in terms of where we started. Well, when I joined you was around. How are we prepared to? Do we know when to step back? And if we're thinking about the artists and we're thinking about Freddie McGregor, is this the right time for him to come out and to perform in concert, which is exhausting on the body, exhausting on the spirit, exhausting on the mind? But when we're thinking about mind and we're thinking about the conversation and where it's ended with Brother Julius' contribution, where we're talking about ensuring then that there's that reconnection, ensuring then that we're not overtaken by the structures and the walls that we've been encouraged to put up and encouraged to actually knock down, and going to our Ancestors' Day and having that commune, that fellowship, that laughter, that joke helps us to reconnect with some of the things that we've done in the past, which has served us well.
Absolutely. Brother Julius, very briefly.
Yes, my sister, I endorse that. And what I think actually is our people must go back to basic, where we align ourselves with nature, natural things. Stop. Don't follow these people to be greedy and so on. Then you will see things be happening for you, because they are so greedy that they get all these aeroplanes, they get all these cars, they get all these sheep. Instead of that, they pack it in their backyard and make expensive. They are just looking for profit and so on. That's why things not going in the right way for them. But if we can go back to basic, to what nature wants us to do, you see who can defeat these people, because we are aligning ourselves with nature. So all my people, please get yourself back together. Be this nice and kindness. Even if they want to take your kindness for weakness, you just continue. We can defeat these people because we have what is called Mother Nature in us. Ashe.
Elia, thank you for joining us on the Grand Rising Show here on the galaxyfwe.net, and I shall see you very, very, very soon. Next up will be our Dr. Oliver. I will say they're going to link me up, All right. Blessing everybody.
Tell me who shall I be your friend? When the wicked come to eat up my flesh, I know they will stumble and fall. And no matter how they try, God will disperse them one and all. I reserve the right to see my people free. It gives me heartache and pain to see a brother throw his life down the drain. Now while the world go insane, I will praise your name. I hear a lot of people complain, false doctrine and religion mess up their brain. I reserve the right, reserve the right. Ooh. Yeah. The Lord is my light and salvation. Tell me who shall I fear? God is the strength of my life. Now tell me who shall I be afraid of? When the wicked come to eat up my flesh, I know they will stumble and fall. And no matter how they try, God will disperse them one and all. I reserve the right. You see my people, you